Well, if you've driven over the Fox River in Green Bay or Ashwaubenon, this is what you see. Low water is exposing tens of yards of shoreline and mud flats. And the same can be said for the bay. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers predicts the water levels of Lake Michigan and Huron could break record lows in the coming year.
That includes Green Bay. Fox 11's Bill Miston shows us how the low levels are affecting those who use the bay and how it might impact your wallet.
Scott Allen's been working as a full-time fishing guide on Green Bay and around northeast Wisconsin for the past 4 years.
We started doing tournaments, and it was something that I, with the resources we have here, with the walleye and the muskie and the bass, thought that try to make a living doing it.
This year alone, Allen says he's taken about 130 people out.
People from England, the Netherlands. I had a gentleman Saturday from Korea.
All looking for some of what he says is the best fishing in the country.
We've been fishing it, usually it's 3 to 5 feet.
But just getting out to where the fish are has become more difficult.
Fishing has been a lot tougher, so we're beached right now.
Rock piles and riverbeds, normally 5 to 6 feet under the Swamico River and the bay, are now not.
That's sand on the left and sand on the right. And we're never getting deeper than 3 feet here.
And it's getting more difficult to guarantee to clients that they will find fish.
A lot of us people that are out here fishing just are having a hard time catching fish. Where we normally fish now, it's just real shallow.
And the low water levels aren't only causing problems for recreational or sport fishermen like Allen, but those that rely on the port to ship cargo in and out of Green Bay.
And they load so precisely, they're trying to come in within 6 inches of bottom.
Dean Hain is the manager of the Port of Green Bay. He says during the past 10 years, the amount of tonnage coming in and going out of the port has been dropping, along with the water levels in the bay and the channel.
Every inch of water that's not available means that the ship has to light load, taking off 100 tons. So if we're down 16 to 18 inches, that's 1,600 to 1,800 tons of cargo on that vessel, and that vessel may be carrying 18,000 tons.
Hain says that means costs could be passed along to you, the consumer.
Industries that are dependent upon those raw materials are having to pay higher costs per unit because they may need an extra ship in each year to get the total volume of goods that they need.
We do project record low water levels beginning in November and December. It looks like we'll come very near the record low, maybe tying it.
Kompoltowicz says in the month of September, the average level of Lakes Huron and Michigan, which includes Green Bay, was nearly 577 feet above sea level, 4 inches lower than August, and 11 inches below its level last year. Kompoltowicz says snowfall and the accumulation of the snowpack are the largest supply of water to the lakes before the spring rains. Add last year's abnormal winter to the dry, hot summer causing water levels to peak about a month earlier than normal, it's going to take a while to get back to normal.
We're a good 2 feet or so below the long-term average, so it's going to take several seasons of increased snowfall in the winter followed by above normal spring rainfall.
At 4, 5, 6, and 7, and when you get to that last
Chuck Keene owns a marina on the Fox River.
Would I rather have 4 more feet of water? Absolutely.
He says the low water level is forcing him to adjust how he gets boats in and out of the water for the winter.
Unfortunately, it's soft here, but there are rocks in places too. We've got to be real careful. We only back them in so far into the travel lift well.
So as the water falls, or hopefully rises, he's happy with any water he gets. In Green Bay, Bill Miston, Fox 11 News.
The water in the Great Lakes and Green Bay does rise and fall throughout the season, but the Corps of Engineers says there isn't enough long-term data to see if the water level increases or decreases are part of a larger cyclical pattern.